Yo, what up? It's Count the Rick Rock with Count the Rick Rock TV. Good morning, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day, and hopefully everybody is having a wonderful Valentine's Day. You woke up with the one that's been by your side, the one that you love. As for myself, every day is Valentine's Day for me. I woke up under the weather, still dealing with this corona stuff. So I got me a cup of, I don't know what this is, some good medicine that my girlfriend put together for me this morning before she left out of here. Well, I want to talk about Valentine's for me. You know, so far, every day, like I say, has been a good Valentine's in my life. I celebrate this stuff every day now, but it was one time where Valentine's, it was just a rough time for me. You know, I'm always speaking on other people, and I'm always speaking on a lot of street stuff. But this time I want to switch it up a little bit, and I want to talk about myself. I got my glasses on in the inside because my eyes are red. Like I said, I'm not feeling too good this morning. But I said, you know what? Let me get up and jump on the microphone this morning and put some content out, and we're going to get to it. Well, I remember 2019, I believe. I was with this young lady on, I was living with her at the time. I was waiting for my apartment to get available. I had just went through a previous breakup. So this new relationship, it was with a younger woman. It was something fresh. It was something new. And I enjoyed the moments of being with this person. As time go by, just like any other relationship, you guys get into it, all the kissy, poochy stuff. Sometimes that gets out the window, and now the real you guys is coming out. Well, around Valentine's Day, probably a couple of weeks before Valentine's Day, we had already broke up. We broke up, got into it, and I left. I came back home. We stayed a few days together, and I believe it was 2 days before Valentine. We had just made some awesome loving, and all of a sudden she wanted to go out with her friend, so-called friend, this night, right? So I'm like, hey, we just got back together. Let's just go ahead and chill out at the house, watch movies, do the things that people in relationship does, right? But she insisted on going out with her friends. So I said, hey, you know what? Go ahead and go out. So when she left, I gathered up a few of my things and I left, right? So 2 days before Valentine's Day, I'm at work. 2 days have passed by. It's Valentine's Day morning. And I clear as day remember Paramount High School. The Hispanics and the black kids were getting into it. And I seen it on my Instagram at the time. I was at work and I seen it and I said, you know what? I got a good social media presence, and I know a lot of Hispanic dudes in the lowrider culture, outside of the lowrider culture work that I'm cool with. I have built this relationship with other cultures, being at work, doing construction, just like I say, low ride the community. So I looked at them I still look at them as my friends. I have a lot of Hispanic friends, cool people, right? So I made it my duty to go to Paramount High School that day. Right before, I said, you know what, let me go up here and talk to these kids, as many as kids as I could, then I'm going to go to the house and, try to make amends with this woman and, the Valentine thing, right? So just so happened Blueface, this is around the time that he had Tatiana going on. He was one of the only rappers that went up there to put on a show to try to bring some type of unity. Respect to Blueface for that. A lot of you guys always see the negative stuff that he does, but I can honestly say that day he put on a show for those kids, and it kind of eased the tension around that time. I'll go up there, talk to the kids, let them know that, hey, you guys live in the same community. You guys are going to go to school with each other. Let's get along. Let's make peace. There's no need to be fighting. You guys are still young with a bright future ahead of you. Focus on your dreams, focus on your goals, and leave all the negative street stuff. Leave that outside of school. You guys should be getting the education. You guys are still young with a bright future ahead of you. So I reached out as much as I could to as many as black and as many Hispanic kids as I could. And I felt this so good about that. I felt like I actually done something with my social media platform to spread the message out with older adults my age that live in that community or close by. Hopefully that they will see Compton Rick Rock speaking on this, and maybe they will speak to their kids, their nephews, nieces, so forth. I didn't have, I think payday. Payday was in a few days. So I went and bought this teddy bear, some candy and things like that. It wasn't the big diamond ring that you see a lot of guys get their girlfriends on Valentine's Day, the Mercedes Benz with the bow wrapped around the front grill or anything like that. Those times haven't came yet, but that's always a vision in my mind for whatever woman that I'm dealing with. When that time come, I'm definitely in the mind state to spoil minds. But anyway, I get to the house, knocks on the door. Nobody answers the door. So I'm editing up this video. Let me rhyme. I go back to the car, edit up the video. I parks across the street from the apartment because we stayed in Heartbreak at this time, and it's always difficult for parking. If you guys live in Heartbreak, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We stayed on Lamoli, right, in 135th. Excuse me. I'm editing up this video that I just did with the kids. Editing it up, about to release it to my Instagram page. So, as I'm sitting here for at least about an hour. Editing up the video, writing down new skits that I'm going to do. And it never dawned on me and crossed my mind, hey, I'm sitting across the street from the house waiting for her to pull up. I'm going to surprise her. I see this Bentley, a silver Bentley pull up. And the way that it pulls up, the only people that pull up that way in the park, you have to stay there to even pull up like that. Because every time I used to pull up in my lowrider or anything like that, that's exactly how I pull up, either to run in real quick or to let somebody out. So when I see this Bentley, I've never seen this Bentley before on this street. Nobody in this area even owns a Bentley. We live in the trenches, the ghetto, Hawthorne, you know what I'm saying? That little area over there, there ain't no Benzes, Bentley. It's Benzes, but it's not no Bentleys, Rolls Royces, or anything like that in this area. So the Bentley stops, and I, through the reflection of the window, I see a head turn. And when the head turned, it alerted me because I'm a street dude, and I'm thinking like, nah, that couldn't have been no, that couldn't have been no ops or anything like that. So when the car drove off, I let it hit the corner and I drove off, right? And I say, that was pretty strange. So I know the young lady that I was dating, her friend stayed around the corner. I say, was that her? So what I do was, I take the little back street, and when I get to her friend's house, the same Bentley stops in front of the house, but it doesn't see me behind him yet. The door opened up, and guess who it was? I never got a chance to see the guy that was driving the car. It was my girlfriend. Jumps out the car with a dozen of roses in her hand. And when I looked at her and seen her, it's funny to me now, but at this time, oh my God, I was ready to, oh man, I can't even explain the feeling that I felt, me being this big old gangster, this big old tough guy, low riding guy, just a respectable guy in the streets. Never experienced anything like this in my life. This was my first time ever experiencing this feeling. Seeing another man pull up with one of my chicks, right? So I look at her, I yell her name out. And when she looked at me, I said, like that? Now, I'm so out of it. I leave my car in the middle of the street running, the car running. She goes through the gate locked. This gate had to at least be about, no exaggeration, about 8 feet, close to 10 feet high. I still don't know how I jumped over that gate and cleared that gate. She runs upstairs, goes in her friend's house, and locks the door. So when she locks the door, I knock on the door, boom, 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 trying to get her to come out. She doesn't come out. Her friend come to the door. She says, hey, Rick, what's going on? I say, tell her to come outside. She said that she's scared to come outside. So the friend's boyfriend comes to the door, and I hear a pistol cock, clack, clack. And when I hear that pistol clock, I immediately get back into Rick Rock mode. Now, all the lover boy stuff, that's out the window. So when I hear that thing cock, I immediately come to my senses. I get on. I go back, you know what I'm saying? I get my stuff. And now I'm like, man, this dude I done forgot all about the chick. This dude cocked his pistol on me. So I go back, get mine, and now I'm waiting. I said, man, as soon as he come out this house, I'm fit to get to business, right? And as I'm sitting there, I'm with one of my partners. I can't say his name, but I'm with one of my partners. And my partner, he down for whatever I'm down. And about an hour of this go by. And I look at my partner look at me, and I said, bro, what are we doing, man? I said, man, F this chick, man. Let's get up out of here. And, man, I went home, and I'm telling you, I just couldn't believe it. And ever since then, Valentine's Day has not been a good day for me. But we're going to continue this. This is part one of this. Oh, it's a lot. I think I might just start letting you guys in on some of the things that I've been through in my relationship. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I have been one of the perfect boyfriend in that relationship. It's crazy. I'm going to say this before I get up out of here. It's crazy how a lot of times as men, we do things, but when a woman does it, oh, it hurts us 10 times better. Love is one of those things, and a heartbreak is one of those things that, it was said to me like this. A heartbreak is one of those things that hurts, and life will keep letting you live to feel it. Man, happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully you guys have a great Valentine's Day and one better than I did back then. But today is awesome. I have on my red stuff to represent Valentine's, and I will also do a video letting you know why this red Pendleton is one of my favorite jackets. Even though I represent the other side, I'm going to explain why this has become one of my favorite jackets. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. And if you guys have any Valentine stories, leave them in the comments, man. I will read them, and whatever one I think is best, I would comment, try to reach out to you. Maybe you can follow me on Instagram, and maybe we can go face to face on a live or something, and we could talk about that. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. Going to the next one.